Hi, this is Benele Dlamini, and if you're new here at the Graphite Drawings, this is episode 4 in a series where I'm drawing Uncle Waffles from start to finish. It is a tutorial 7 series, and if you know anybody who wishes to improve their drawing skills and you feel like they can learn something from me, you can share this video. Okay, first and foremost, let's talk about the types of brushes that you need to pull this off. What you need a very soft brush, and this is a filbert brush. Personally I prefer filbert brushes because they are soft. You can use a filbert brush, you can use a mop brush, any brush that is soft. These are the different sizes that I prefer to use. This is the smallest one, I think it's number 2, number 6, and probably number 12. However, I still use this type of brushes. I wouldn't recommend them, but then if you have them, you can still use them, these types of brushes. And I've done a couple of drawings with these brushes, so they work. I don't recommend them, but you can use them if you have them because they work. And especially this small one, I still use it. These brushes are hard. That's why I personally don't prefer that you use them because they are hard. However, if you only have these at your disposal, you can still use them, they still work. Especially this one, I still use it to draw extremely dark areas because it's hard. I can be able to push the charcoal deep into the paper. So in this glass, it's my charcoal powder. If you're using graphite, you can use graphite. So I dip the brush in the charcoal and then I flick it to remove the excess charcoal on the brush. You don't want that. So I flick it. So this is very important. This is very important. And then I shade. Because if you do not flick the brush after dipping it in the charcoal powder or graphite powder, you might create a lot of smudges on the drawing, and you don't want that. You want to create an even tone, most importantly a tonal value that you're able to control. And you cannot be able to control a brush that is dipped in charcoal powder and you have no idea of how much charcoal or graphite is on the brush. However, though, it happens that when you are shading really dark areas like the hair, you want to dip in the charcoal, and then it doesn't matter taking the charcoal without flicking the brush into the paper, but because you know that's the darkest tone there is, so there's really no need to be flicking the brush. However, when you're drawing the whole face, do flick the brush to remove the charcoal and graphite on the brush and have an idea of how much charcoal or graphite is on the brush. So how I do this is I use a circular motion to push the charcoal into the paper. As you can see, I'm pushing the charcoal into the paper using a circular motion. I keep on dipping in the glass of charcoal powder and coming back and using a circular motion, but sometimes I change the motion depending on the direction that I want to take, but mostly it's using a circular motion to push the charcoal into the paper. As you can see on the other side of the hair, the tone has changed, so I'm going to use the softer brush, the filbert brush. When it comes to this side of the hair, I'm going to flick the brush to gain the control of the kind of tone that I'm looking for on this side. However, I keep on going back to the darker side to take the charcoal on the darker side and try to spread it across the whole head. Now I have already done a video where I'm showing you how to draw realistic hair. You can go back and watch that video if you want to know how I drew realistic hair. The link is on bio, and on the end screens of this video there's going to be that video. And then coming to drawing the face. On this stage, it's very, very important to know how much charcoal you'll be using. So the flicking part is very, very important. And number 2, you need to trust in the process. It takes a while to develop the kind of tone that you're looking for. Even at this point, I've tried to flick all the charcoal whenever I'm shading to gain the control that I need. And then I'm going to build the tonal values as slowly as I can, because if I lose control, I might mess up the whole thing and it's going to be really hard to erase anything at this point. So the flicking part is very important. And then the bigger brush, I normally use it to shade a large portion of the face. And when I'm doing that, I don't even dip the brush into the charcoal. I have to make sure that there isn't much charcoal in the brush. So how I shade is I use circular motions most of the times to push the charcoal powder into the paper. Shade in layers till you achieve that dark tone. Okay, this marks the end of this episode. Thank you for watching. Share this episode with anybody who wishes to improve their drawing skills. Leave a comment below and tell me which topic you would like me to cover. See you on the next one.